And when Vivegam came to me, I remember initially I was mentally not so sure. I was thinking, oh God, it's going to be difficult. You know, not in my natural language. I have to learn Tamil, I have to say it right. It'll be double hard work. Then it'll be in the freezing cold countries, you know, shooting all over Eastern Europe. Action film, it'll require a lot of effort. And then Shiva sir came to meet me. He was on my set, lunch break. He came into my van and he said, sir, can I narrate? And he started narrating. And 15 minutes into the narration, just 15 minutes, I said, stop. So he looked at me very confused and I said, I'm doing a film. So he was really surprised. And he said, sir, you haven't heard the script, you haven't heard the whole story. I said, no, I'm doing a film. He said, how come, sir? I said, the passion with which you're narrating, each scene, each nuance, the kind of, you know, like in Hindi we say jaan, you're putting your soul into it every time you're narrating. I said, I want to work with you. And until then I had never seen any of Shiva's films. So I first decided to do Vivegam. I said, this script is fantastic. Then I heard the whole script. And I was right, the spontaneous decision was right because the script was fabulous. I had a few suggestions with my character and stuff like that, which he was very open to. He said, sir, if you get yourself involved, I'll be very happy. I want you to bring your own contribution as an actor to it. And then kind of decided that I'm going to do this film. And that's how this film happened. That's how Vivegam happened. So, oh, that's a long thing. It's been an amazing experience. I remember first time when I met him in shooting Bulgaria, first day of shooting together, and he came and he said, this superstar walks up to me and he says that, sir, it's such an honor that you're part of this film, sir. Thank you for accepting being a part of this film. And the way he spoke with such humility and such love and such warmth, for the first few minutes I was a little surprised and I was taken aback because I didn't expect that and I didn't know how to respond to that. So eventually, I told him, look, it's my honor. But honestly speaking, I'm a big fan of Shalini ma'am. He kind of smiled at that, of course, because I loved her in Alayapayade, and she had worked with my father as a child artist. So there was another connect there, which actually Ajith Anna reminded me. He said, Shalini is called and she's told me to remind you that she did this film with your father in Hindi as a child artist. I said, wow. So the world is quite close. But as we started working together, as we started going to the gym together, as we started going to have breakfast together, shoot together, and he's not the kind of guy who goes and locks himself up in a vanity van. He'll sit there, he'll chat with everybody, he'll interact with everybody, and the little things you notice. So humility can be also an act. Some people have are very good at false humility. They're actors even off screen and they can come and give you false humility. But with Ajith Anna, little things that I noticed across a whole period of shooting, like it was freezing cold in Bulgaria, so cold, and he used to take a kettle of chai and he would pour himself a glass, then he would pour glasses for everybody on the set and personally go in their hand and give it to them, including my staff who's sitting here. If you ask them, they were surprised. They were saying, oh my God, he's such a big superstar. They all call him Thala, 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 and he's coming and he's giving us chai in a glass. So I think that is real humility. And he lives that, and that's the reason why I connect with him so much. I think we had a good chemistry, we became friends. I started looking at him as an elder brother only because of these values that I saw. So I think that's what makes it special. He's a special guy. In Vivegam, in the shooting, the cold, I remember trying to speak dialogues, and halfway through the dialogue, when the wind used to blow, the lips used to freeze, cheeks used to freeze, literally freeze. So you had to have warm water or something like that and move it around your mouth. Minus 17 degrees and outside, outdoors. And I don't know, and Ajith Anna is so crazy, he actually did a bare body shot. I was feeling cold after wearing so many layers. I was wearing 4 layers and feeling cold. And he did bare body shooting. I said, his level of dedication is amazing. I'll tell you something. When we started this film, he told me that, look, I was very fat in Vedala. I had a big paunch. and I've decided that I'm going to be fit for Vivegam and I'm going to work at it. So I said, okay, great. And then during the entire shooting of the film, from one schedule to the second schedule to the final schedule, I just saw him every day. His diet and his workout routine was so committed. You know, he's a really dedicated guy, and it's very inspiring. I'll tell you, we were shooting in Serbia and staying in the same hotel. Every morning at around 5:30, I'm an early riser. I go to bed very early. At 9:30, 10, I go to sleep and I wake up at about 5:30. So I got up and would dress into my fitness gear and walk down to the gym in the hotel. Whole hotel will be sleeping. One sleepy fellow at the reception, one guard at the door, nobody else. The entire hotel would used to be khali. Outside is freezing cold. Minus 15, minus 12, minus 10, minus 17, crazy temperatures, sometimes snowing, sometimes raining. In that cold, nobody wants to wake up at 5 in the morning. I used to wake up, I used to think I'm crazy. And I would go to that gym. Nobody there except one guy who was already there before me. Every morning he was there before me. 4 in the morning, Ajith used to be there to train. If I was training for 1 hour, he was training for 2 hours. And then when he did the bare body shot, when he removed his shirt for the shot that you've seen in the poster, I was really impressed. I said, my God, see from where he's come, from that big fat round tummy to completely losing all that weight, getting the six pack, getting the fitness, the way he's done that. That's truly inspirational. So, couple of really interesting things. Kajal. So a lot of you know Kajal. She's popular here. Kajal's first film, her debut, was in my movie. And how it happened, it was a film with me, Amitji, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, and Aishwarya. And it was called Kyun Ho Gaya Na. We were shooting in Coorg. And the director came up to me and said that there's this role for the heroine's friend. And look at this picture of this girl. So I saw this photograph of this girl and I said, she has very big, expressive eyes. She's beautiful and she has big, expressive eyes. Please cast her. And then I met her on set and that was Kajal. She was, I think, a teenager at that time. Just joining. I was also very young, but she was a teenager at that time. And then suddenly cut to me working with Kajal so many years later in Vivegam. And there was a scene where she had to have tears in the eyes, she had to have pain on her face. At the same time, she was supposed to be like the strength of Durga. And all of that in one expression, had to start one place and go to the other expression. And I've seen Kajal's work and I've seen her doing mostly bubbly roles and, lively roles. I realized this is a really tough scene. And in one take she did it. In one take. I was amazed. I actually went up to her, I gave her a hug and I said, Kajal, I'm so proud of you. Where you started in front of me and where you reached today, I'm so proud of you and more power to you. I hope you, achieve greater success. I'm very proud of her. I think she's done a great job across languages. Akshara. So, Kuti Bomb Periga Blast. I think she's an explosion of talent. I think she's done some great action in this film. And what a smart girl to take such a different debut, to come in such a different role as a debut, to prove her acting, to prove herself as a performer. And very proud of her to take such a difficult step for her first debut film here in Tamil. I think Kamal sir will be very proud of her, Sarika ma'am will be very proud, and Shruti should be very proud that her younger sister's done such a great job. And, I don't believe there's any more woods. I think it's become one big forest. Hollywood, Collywood, Bollywood, everything has become one big forest. I think with junglis like me, I think it's cinema doesn't require language. If you see the biggest success in Hindi cinema right now is a Telugu dub film called Bahubali 2. It has made more money than Dangal. So what do you have to say about that? So I believe that if it's good cinema, people will watch it, whichever part. I know people from Chennai, from your generation, who would have watched Sholay so many times in the theatre. It didn't have to be dubbed in Tamil, or maybe it is dubbed. Doesn't matter. So I think it's one big global village here. And we all love stories.